Guys, real quick, I just wanted to cover this Christmas holiday event in PokeMMO. As you can see above me, we have some holiday swarms like this Delibird. I'm going to give you a quick rundown about what we know about the Christmas holiday and answer some questions y'all might have. So starting out, this is a really simple and easy farming holiday event. There's a 20% shiny buff for the whole event, so you can start shunting now. Up here you can see how many days are left. Right now, as of recording, I've got 5 days and 8 hours left for this event. And that gives me a plus 20% shiny rate for that duration. There's also Lost Presents, abbreviated as LP, to collect, and you can redeem those for prizes. There are event-specific swarms happening throughout the region, where you can catch these Pokemon and also redeem those for prizes. And lastly, there's a new legendary, Articuno, which will be available in Kanto, but I'll go over that a little bit later. So, as I said, this event will last until January 2nd, and there is a countdown in-game that says Happy Holidays from PokeMMO. They'll show you how much longer you have for the event. Once the event is over, you'll have 2 days to turn in your items for your prizes. The shiny odds for this event are plus 20% for all players, but this does stack with shiny charms and donator statuses. So, with just the 20%, all players have a 1 in 24,000% chance of getting a shiny. With the shiny charm or donator status, all players with those going would have a 1 in 21,600 chance of finding a shiny. With a shiny charm and donator status both going, you have a 1 in 19,440 chance of finding a shiny. When joining a link, you get an added 5%, so you would have a 1 in 22,800 chance, and joining a link with donator status, you'll have a 1 in 20,520 chance of finding a shiny. Now, you may have seen some of the little elves in the cities that are looking for Pokemon. They will appear as little Elfbots with images of Pokemon above their head. These little Elfbots are the workshop friends, and they are trying to collect the Pokemon that have escaped. Each player gets 3 of these Pokemon randomly assigned, and you have to catch all 3 and turn them in order to get the reward. As you can see here, these particular Elfbots are looking for a Seal, a Lapras, and I already turned in this one, which was a Stantler. If you go over and talk to them, they will tell you that you need to find the missing friends. You can also talk to the elf in the middle, and it will tell you how many you have turned in so far. These Pokemon must be caught via the swarms that are happening in the various regions during this event and must be OT. If you buy it on the GTL or someone trades it to you, it will not count for the turn-in. The Pokemon that you are assigned are randomly generated, and once all 3 are turned in, you will be given another set of 3 to capture and turn in for another prize. As you can see here, there is a swarm of Pineco that has been spotted in Johto on Route 44. This can be used as a callout in many Discord servers, and often you will find callouts in the global chat to help other players find these swarms of Pokemon. With these swarms, you want to collect as many of these Pokemon as you can, since you do have a lot of rounds to go through of turning in Pokemon, and you don't know which Pokemon are going to be in the next round of required Pokemon to turn in. The easiest way, generally, is just to throw a quick ball and hope for the best, as I'm doing here. Having a good stock of these Pokemon to turn in is a good idea so that you can turn in a lot at once. Now, another item that is scattered throughout the regions and appears randomly are the Lost Presents. They appear as a Pokeball, just like most items. These Lost Presents can be turned into Santa 5 at a time for a reward. There's a few different types of rewards you can get from Santa by turning 5 of these in at a time. You're limited to 2 to 3 lost presents that you can find every 4 minutes. So when you reach that max number, you won't be able to see any more presents until that 4 minutes has passed. When turning in the presents, you can get a hidden ability Delibird, mysterious Pokeballs, and after turning in 125 presents, you can get an Alpha Delibird. After you have received the Alpha Delibird, you can return more presents to get big lost presents, which you can redeem for a Premier Ball, or you can also get an Alpha Amoonguss or Electrode. The lost presents can contain even more lost presents, mysterious Pokeballs, Pokemon with hidden abilities, or charcoal. Now, to cover the mysterious Pokeballs. Mysterious Pokeballs are items that can be obtained from across the regions, similar to the lost presents. They can be gotten from Santa after turning in 5 lost presents, and you can get them from the Elfbots after returning 3 of the Lost Swarm Pokemon. These mysterious Pokeballs have a higher shiny chance. These come in the form of Pokeballs, Great Balls, Ultra Balls, and the Premier Ball. Each one has a different chance of having a shiny Pokemon. So the mysterious Pokeballs have a 1 in 8,000 chance of getting a shiny. Great Balls have a 1 in 4,000 chance. Ultra Balls have a 1 in 2,500 chance of getting a shiny. And then the Premier Balls have a 1 in 4,000 chance of getting a shiny Alpha, also known as a Shalfa. This makes the Premier Balls the highest tier, since getting a shiny Alpha is a much harder task than getting a regular shiny Pokemon. A lot of people have been wondering how to get the Alpha Delibird. After returning 125 presents to Santa, you can get the Alpha Delibird. Another common question is how people get the Christmas event Vanities. Now, there are a couple of Vanities that I'm going to be going over in a second, but the way you get them is turning in the Pokemon to the Elfbots below. Each set of 3 is classified as a round. So now, we'll talk about the Vanities. There are 7 Vanities for this Christmas event. The Boxing Gloves, which you would need to turn in 10 rounds, or 30 Pokemon, into the Elfbots. The Frosty Tree Outfit, you would have to turn in 30 rounds of Pokemon, which would be 90 Pokemon. Then there is the Green Christmas Present Hat, which you would have to turn in 50 rounds, which is 150 Pokemon. And then there is also the Green Christmas Present Costume, which would also take 50 rounds or 150 Pokemon. After that, there's the Fairy Elfbot Hat, which you would need to turn in 70 rounds or 210 Pokemon. And there is the Fairy Elfbot Outfit, which would take 70 rounds or 110 Pokemon. Last is an item that you cannot find on the GTL, but it is the Wishing Stone, which you would need to turn in 94 rounds or 282 Pokemon. Though I have seen some information that shows that it might be less by a round or 2. Since I have not turned in that many Pokemon as of yet, I cannot confirm. But I would say it is around 94 rounds of Pokemon. Now, you may be wondering, what are the Lost Big Presents? The Lost Big Presents are one of the items you get after getting the Alpha Delibird from Santa. 5 of these Lost Big Presents can be exchanged at a time for the mysterious Primer Ball, which again gives you a 1 in 4,000 chance of getting a Shalfa, which is a shiny Alpha. Now, one of the bigger updates of this event is Articuno. PokeMMO has released the legendary birds, starting with number 1, Articuno. Articuno can now be countered in Kanto after you have beat the story and completed that region. It can be found in any outdoor grass or water location. It is just like the Johto legendary beasts. The chances of encountering Articuno are currently unknown, but it seems to be about the same chance as encountering the legendary beast. With the legendary birds now being available in-game, there's a new item that is available, which is the Elemental Orb. The Elemental Orbs can be used for Articuno, Zapdos, or Moltres. This would alter their IVs by 1 point, much like the quills used for altering the legendary beasts' IVs. For more information and callouts for this Christmas event, there's a lot of Discords that have tons of information. There's also the global chat, where you can find tons of useful information and people doing callouts for not only the lost presents, but also the swarms. My Discord also has a section specifically for swarms and callouts for the holiday season. I hope you're enjoying this holiday event in PokeMMO, and I look forward to hearing what you all think. Please comment below what your favorite part is. Mine, personally, is the extra chance to get a shiny. Thanks so much for watching, guys, and I will catch you next time. Bye!